We also have folks here with ties to Jamaica that are lending a helping hand and trying to do as much as they can to help. WCNC Charlotte's Bria Smith is following this story for us. So you spoke with a local restaurant, local Jamaica restaurant, with what they're doing. Talk about some of the efforts they are doing to help folks there in Jamaica.
Yeah, so Carlos Abrams, he's the owner of Crav'n Carribbean, not too far from here, about a 10-minute drive. And actually, I've gone there several times outside of work to actually eat. But, he has family that lives there in Jamaica, so they had the chance to speak to some of their aunts, or some of his aunts there, and they're still waiting to hear back from some cousins. But that's exactly right. Montego Bay is not, in full function right now. The airport is closed, which is what he kind of mentioned to us. So trying to rally some effort, some relief there. And so 10% of all the orders and are going towards that relief for people who are in Jamaica. They have this it's called Toast. I believe it's like where they operate out of.
Okay.
And so through that, they're creating a website that will be open and operating to people to donate, whether it's monetarily. You could also drop off clothing items, non-perishable foods at the restaurant location. They also have a mobile truck that they go to different parts of Charlotte, and at that truck, whenever those are, those operating hours are, and those locations, you can also drop off those items as well. So doing a couple of different things just to, relieve some of that burden that these people are going through. And I remember Hurricane Helene last year. I can only imagine what that's like, over there for them in Jamaica. So
how long are they doing this? Is this just for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, until, if the more that they get supplies and resources, is how much they'll continue to, donate. There wasn't an exact time frame on it, but I think it's kind of just open right now. Just whatever comes through and whatever is needed, they're going to try to fill that.
Oh, wow. I asked Daquin Curry, the woman from Charlotte who's stuck there in Jamaica, how she's doing mentally. Because it can be mentally taxing, right? You have just a lot of things on the brain. For them, how is it mentally for them? They're running a business. They're trying to help, but also they're concerned with their family, about their family members. Like, how did they speak to that?
Yeah, I think Mr. Abrams, he had a really good mindset about it. And being from Florida, I kind of know when you're going through a hurricane, or rather preparing for a hurricane, especially when you've gone through it so many different times, you kind of know what to expect. And you're blessed in a way, because if you're not impacted as harshly as you thought you would be, that's the beauty in it.
Right.
But he mentioned that they were all pretty strong. So though they're a small island, they have a saying, they stand pretty tall.
Yeah.
And I think that was really reminiscent of their character and just their mindset. So he and his family, they're staying as strong as possible.
God, I forgot that you tell me this all the time.
Yeah.
You live basically on the water there in Orlando, in the Orlando area.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So
okay.
we're always bracing ourselves for any kind of start boarding up, So
Carlene,
I get it
from the Charleston area.
So I know the routine, girl. Yeah.
Those winds.
Man.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah. I've been inland, so I'm an inland kid. So I didn't grow up around water. So, wow. When can folks catch your story? Because this is an incredible story.
Yeah, so it'll air at 4:30 and 5:30 this evening, and all the details, if you want to donate, if you want to support, will be attached to that story.